Hello, this is Erica, and I'm gonna check in and do a quick love, forecast for the month of March. This is gonna be all signs, and I will go ahead and timestamp your sign. All right. So I'm just gonna use the love oracle, the romance cards. I forgot what they're called, and a regular deck of playing cards because I get messages quicker from them for some reason. Okay. So let's start with Aries. What is going on in love and romance? Couples and singles. Guess I should do them together. Yeah, whatever's your story is your story. Alright, we'll just do it quickly. Aries. You have passion. Okay. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. If that will stay. Alright. Let's see what. Clarify passion. Okay. Looks like you're actually walking away from somebody. You're walking away from a situation. Could be a situationship. You're walking away and you want to start over. You want a new start, new slate. You're tired of dealing with what you have been dealing in the past. You are focusing more this month on yourself. And by focusing more on yourself and your money is probably going to be looking good this month. You are going to be setting yourself up in a position to meet somebody. Possibly, I would say like within the month and a half. But really on this month, you're going to be focusing on yourself and following your own passions, your own hobbies, your own creative endeavors. Let's see. Oh, but you could end up meeting a fire sign. And it would be good. It's a king. You know, it's not a... Well, I guess in this, you wouldn't be able to meet. They only have kings and queens. But you could be meeting a fire sign, and this person could be doing well in money as well, and it could be a solid new beginning. So it's one of those cheesy things. The more you focus on yourself, the more you make yourself happy and get that vibration of self-love and that vibration of being happy and loving life, somebody will come along. But anything that's not giving you that happiness, leave it behind. All right, because there is better out there. All right, Taurus, what's going to be going on in love and romance for you in March? We have love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive, which I always thought that was bull. But when I started doing it, I was like, oh, this shit works for real. Because people pick up on that vibration. That's why you see sometimes people that are not the most attractive, but they pull a lot of people easily. It's that vibe, man. That energy they give off is so attractive. And like I said, man, that shit works. All right. Clarify, love yourself first. Or love yourself first. All right. So we have 2 hearts, 5 of swords. Joker for me is the Fool and the Ace of Wands. Alright. So, in this deck, obviously, it's not like you're going to have reversals, but, I mean, it happened to be upside down. So, I think there is something going on that you're kind of stuck. You're stuck from a new beginning. There could have been a breakup that happened or an argument that happened, and people might be telling you, man, you just need to leave that person, da 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 da, but you don't want to. You rather fix things. And I feel like right now, don't focus so much on whether or not you should stop talking to this person or leave this person, because there is a kind of soulmate connection there. Y'all just don't know how to communicate. But I feel like loving yourself first and putting yourself first, meaning when they start, maybe talking down to you, don't talk back to them. Don't say stuff back. Don't say, oh, you really hurt me, or, oh, well, you're a two-toed sloth, whatever. Don't say anything. Set those boundaries that you are not going to allow yourself to entertain anybody that demeans you in any way. But at the same token, you have to withhold that up. You have to have that same standard of yourself with other people. You can't say that to me, but then say stuff to them crazy, right? But as you start holding that boundary and teaching people how to treat you, either that person's going to get it together and y'all will have a new start, or somebody new is coming along, and it could be a fire sign that's coming. Let's see. Now you're going to have to kind of work on, in order for this new beginning to come, you have to love yourself like we talked about. And this loving yourself has to do with people that have hurt you in the past. 3 of Swords, or 3 of Spades is like 3 of Swords. So you're dealing with a lot of hurt, not only that this person has inflicted, but it's like I'm hearing a cycle. It's been a cycle since childhood. It could have been your mom or your dad that you felt like, might have not really treated you right, or that you always try to gain their affection and just, you couldn't get it the way you needed as a child. I guess there is a page, technically. So those are things that you need to work on, loving yourself, working on communication, self-care. And it's like you're having to start over on having to learn how to teach people to treat you and set those boundaries. And when people violate those boundaries, for instance, if you tell somebody, I am not going to condone you raising your voice at me. When they do it, you put their ass in time. Even if it's a parent, that you're dealing with, some of you might be dealing with a parent situation. You're trying to get along, but it seems like no matter what happens, there's always arguments, and it's just like always this tension. Put their asses in timeout. I've had to do that with my own, and shit worked, man. But a lot of it is you have to show people you're not playing, that you love yourself so much you rather be alone in this world than have somebody to keep you company but disrespect you. Okay? All right. Gemini. What is going on in love and romance in March? March. We have, for some of y'all might like this. Some of y'all are going to be like, fuck no. Reconciliation. Ooh, someone from your past. It's literally like a ghost. So somebody might have ghosted you and they're coming back. Or somebody you ghosted might have come back. But someone from your past is returning to your life. They might need to stay freaking dead. I don't know. I don't know your story. We're going to clarify though. And whenever this card comes up too, man, 2 things. Remember, free will. You can always choose to tell somebody to fuck completely off and you don't have to deal with them. Or it could also be somebody you don't even think about and be like, oh, wow, that was Johnny from 2nd grade. And he's all grown now and sexy, So don't always automatically think it's your ex from hell. But it can be, just saying. All right. Clarify. Oh. Okay. So we have the 2 of Wands, the 4 of Wands, the 8 of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. Dude, that's really good cards. So, if you're talking to somebody or in a relationship with somebody now, you might have to make a decision that somebody is coming back from the past, and you have to make the decision of what's going to make you happier, what's going to be best for you. Because somebody from the past could be coming back and stirring things up. If you're totally single, I feel it's like you focusing on, and I know it's so redundant, and I know it's so cliche, but it literally is the way stuff works. You know, the second you really stop taking your focus off of something is when the magic happens. So it's like the second you start like working on a house project or working on a project that you've always wanted to do, learning how to roller skate, learning how to paint, whatever. The second you start making like solid, I guess, goals and progress in your life, it's going to make you happier. And that happiness is going to draw somebody in. And it's going to be somebody that it's going to be like marriage potential. It's going to happen quickly. Quickly. It could be somebody, and you know, they might get in touch with you online with the Eight of Wands here, but it's going to be quick communication. Like he or she might hit you up, or whoever they are, they might hit you up and immediately, hey, you want to go out for coffee? All right. And then y'all spend all day together, and the next thing y'all know, y'all are in love. So I feel like I need to pull an advice card. Don't let your past hurt and rejection muddy up this connection and your decision. If you have to make a decision between two people, you know, don't what do you call, like, put on rose-colored glasses and be like, oh man, this person would be so much better than who I'm with. The grass is not always greener. I'll tell you that right now. I've made many a mistake thinking the grass is greener on the other side going with another person, and then I'm like, oh, sorry. And I realized it was not. It was not. All right. So, Gemini, Cancer. Cancer, what's going on with you in love and romance in March? Children. Your love life is being affected by children. If you don't want any children, wrap it up. Just saying. All right. Clarify children for me. Too many people. So, Cancer, if you're an identified masculine, I'll put it that way, you know, you're trying to focus on your money this month. You're trying to focus on, could be growing a business, could be starting some kind of side business, or just, you know, investing, I'm hearing. So you're focusing on yourself, you're focusing on your money, but there are two feminines that are either vying for your attention or that you're trying to decide between. And I feel like you are trying to be very like stoic about it. You have your guard up. You have your guard way up. And I mean, one or both of these females could have, like, I'm hoping it's only one of them have hurt you in the past, but you're still like, you know, this Queen of Wands is very attractive, very charismatic, very she knows how to use her spiritual stuff to enhance her, like, almost seductiveness, and her people just see her in a certain, like, put her on a pedestal, you know. But then there's another queen that is very attractive, but more in the intelligence type, you know. And they could be also like different looking, like one be blonde, one be dark hair, redhead. But it's like you might not get the affection out of this one that you do out of this one, but you know that this one's more stable than this one. You think that this one might leave you or cheat, but you know this one won't, but like this one's a good time, but you know this one's a long time. And so you're just kind of in a situation where you're like, I'm not even trying to deal with it. I'm not trying to look with it. And this could be, you know, male or female, like it doesn't matter, you know, put the situation as it pertains to you. But it just seems like maybe there is, if you are this person, you're trying to figure out who's going to be best for your child if you have a child, or who would be best as a parental figure. You know, like who's going to be the long term? Who's the end game here? And that's what you're trying to figure out. Who's end game? And if you do have a child, you know, you're like, who's going to be the best person for this child? I might have a fun time with this person, but I just don't feel like they're going to be the parent that my children need, you know? So let's look at, you need some advice. If you're the feminine, though, in this situation, you might be having this done to you. If somebody is acting guarded and like off and on wishy-washy, they're probably dealing with two people and they're trying to decide which one of y'all they're going to pick. So, you know, be wary of that. Advice? Oof. Trying to decide, are you going to stay or go? Are you going to stay or go? And you got to decide what's going to be best for you and what's going to leave you in the best position. And it might just be being single right now, honestly. There's a lot of stuff, you know, going into relationships. When you're at a certain place in your life that you're ready to settle down, you can't just think about who's going to be the most fun. Like, it goes into a lot. You know, who are you financially responsible? What's your credit score like? You know, what do you want kids? Do you not want kids? All those things. So, you know, I'd say take a step back and really reassess things and prioritize what's most important for you, and make a list of what you need in a partner. And if a person doesn't meet those things in the list, you know that you just got to leave them alone, because there's always going to be somebody better out there for you, as long as you truly believe it in your heart and that you're working on yourself. Because the universe is not going to give you Mr. or Mrs. Right if you're, you know, not. So, Leo. What? Okay, this wanted to pop out for Leo. Playfulness. It actually came out twice. I was shuffling, it popped out, I put it back, and it came out again. So, playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. If you feel like you're in kind of a low point in your relationship, or, you know, just trying to find that dating has gotten too serious for you, like, do something that's just fun. Start acting like a kid again, in a way, you know? Stop taking life so seriously. Usually when you do that, fun stuff comes. But, looks like you've been in a place of, like, you really do, I wouldn't say an emotional person, but you're somebody that loves love and loves to be loved and loves to love. And in the place that you're in right now, you've been so working on yourself, you're just kind of over it. And you want more fun out of life. But it's interesting, the Seven of Swords is here. There might be somebody that is making your life too seriously, like somebody that's fucking around, and like it gets you in this space of like low vibration because you don't feel like you trust them, because there's something you have to let go of. It's the Ten of Wands. You have to let go of something. You have to let go of something to have this, to go back into the dating pool. It's like the Page of Swords. It represents kind of like communication, communicating with people, whether it be online, but usually to me it's like online, or in person. But like, so if you're trying to get back in the dating scene, something you need to let go. You're going to see the truth about somebody. You're going to see the truth about somebody and you're going to walk away from them. Yeah. You've been ignoring warning signs about somebody. And you've been waiting for them almost to change. Well, you know, they're this way, but I believe, you know, they'll change. Or, well, they said they'll do this, or they said they'll do that. They said, you know, they'll be better about messaging me or taking me out or whatever. I would really look into the situation, search your heart of hearts, try to have the most objective mind possible, because they just might not be the one for you. And you might be blocking your blessings by trying to hold on to something that was never for you. And sometimes that's a hard pill to swallow, but man, if somebody's not treating you right, that means they're not for you. The universe is not that shitty that it's going to give you, make somebody that makes you feel like crap. It's just not the way it works. Trust me. I've been through it so many times. Trust. Okay. I mean, that's probably for you as well, Leo. You need to trust the process. Also, this is for Virgo. Trust the process. The situation is calling you to have faith. So what do you need to have faith about it? Are you scared to open up? Are you being a little judgy because you're scared to open up? Let's see. Clarify. Trust. Okay. Do I want one more? It looks good. Okay. Virgo. So, Page of Wands, 5 of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, 8 of Wands, Ace of Swords. So you're trying to go through love and romance this month, kind of trying to be not serious. You're like, I'm going to dip my toes wherever I want to dip my toes because I don't want to be blindsided again. Feel like you're blindsided in the past and you're like, I don't want that again. So I'm just going to be more, what's the word? You're not going to be tied down to anybody quickly. You're going to play the field. You're going to see what's out there. But you have to trust the process of, you have to give somebody the same energy that you want out of them. You can't expect to be playboy or playgirl and then be the loyal one. That's just gonna, I don't care how you feel about, well, I'm not gonna say I don't care. There's a lot of people that have different ideas about karma and reap what you sow and whatever. There's 7 simple laws of the universe, and one of them is the law of cause and effect. You do something, something happens. Everything is a pendulum swing. You do something, there's going to be a swing, and it has to come swing back, and it keeps doing that until it reaches a state of equilibrium. And there's a lot of things in our world that mirror that, and even in economics, it mirrors that. So, be careful of how you treat people, because surely one day it will come back, and it will come back when you least expect it. So, in saying that, you have to trust that the universe has your back, and you have to love yourself and be willing and open to give love to somebody else in a genuine manner, because it's coming. You have the Ace of Cups with the 8 of Wands. So something's going to happen quickly. Somebody's coming in quickly. You're going to meet somebody quickly. But you're going to have to be open and honest about yourself, what you're looking for, your past, and what's going on within your head or your heart. You have to be open and honest about your feelings, which might be very uncomfortable for a Virgo. But on doing that, you are going to work on those. It's going to build upon those things that you want. And it actually might even help your finances, you getting more in touch with your feelings, and learning to be kind of that King of Cups. And it doesn't matter if you're, identify as masculine or feminine, but it might be good for you to get into more objectively dealing with emotions. Sometimes, and I know I had a problem of this, I shut down with emotions very easily. My boyfriend, he's always like, it's okay to express your emotions. It's okay to cry. And I'm like, I don't want to. That's weird. But a lot of it comes from when I do, sometimes I feel too much and I don't like it. So I just rather not do it. But I'm learning that crying is cathartic and it's very healing, and it opens up a lot of blockages in your body and in your mind. And it's, you know, something that's necessary as much as we don't want to do it. All right, Libra, what's going on in love and romance for Libra? Libra, Nacho Libra. This is a fun card. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Ain't that the truth, though? Clarify forgiving and learning. So we have Three of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, Ten of Cups, Three of Pentacles. So, I feel like, you know, you are kind of in a, you're in a half-half space of wanting to have fun, not wanting to be committed to anybody, wanting just to do what you want to do, have fun with your friends, go out drinking, partying, or just not having a care in the world. But also, you're in a place of where you feel like you want to settle down. You want something more committed, something more stable, something where you can build a foundation or even an empire with. And it has you kind of in a state of anxiety, has you stuck because you're like, I want this, but I want that. I don't know how to be that stable person for somebody. You want that happily ever after, but there is still some heartache, some deep heartache that you have not gotten over, and that is keeping you from finding somebody that you can truly love, but letting them be able to love you back, and you being able to be a good partner for somebody. Not saying you're a bad person. We ain't saying that here. I'm just saying sometimes people have a problem of self-sabotage. That's all I'm saying. So, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that you're going to have to go back in your past. You're going to have to release a lot of stuff and heal a lot of stuff. A lot of it's probably going to have to do issues with your parents. And that probably started a pattern of issues in your relationships. And you're going to have to release those and work through those. But, like, you're going to have to kind of, you know, cry through those things. Sometimes we don't cry when we go through trauma, and that just gets stored up as a block. And, you know, you just need to cry it out sometimes. It works. All right, Scorpio. Scorpio. Love and romance for March. Love and romance for March. We have getting to know each other. Okay. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So this could be whether you're in a couple or whether you're just starting to meet somebody. March is going to be a time of you. I always thought it was weird that that dude had braids. Anyways, it's going to be a time either that you're getting to know somebody, like courting them, or it's already you're in a couple and you're just getting to know somebody more. Okay, Scorpio. So, we have the Seven of Pentacles, Five of Cups, Queen of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. So you have a lot of pentacles. You know, your money could be doing really good this month, or you're just getting yourself situated. You could be having a new job coming in or a promotion, or even just some side money coming in, but your money's looking good. So you're working on, I feel like you're working on stuff and you're almost like, you're waiting. What are you waiting for? You're waiting on some kind of new person to just set you on fire almost. You're waiting for somebody passionate to come along, or somebody just to stir you up. You might just be meeting really boring people, or just people you don't vibe with. And if you're in a relationship, like things are going stale and you're waiting for that spark to come back. And it's like you're almost reminiscing on the past of, man, in the beginning we were like this, or my old partner was like this and it was so fun and I miss those times. But you got to put yourself in a more like objective, like mental state of, you're open to receive love. You're open to receive a person, really. You're becoming emotionally available, but also like you want to like almost nitpick their brains more. You want to find out everything about them. You know, what's their favorite book? What's their favorite color? Like y'all might bond over something like intellectual. Could be debating about some kind of off the wall topic, or even just like favorite books. But I feel like you practicing that communication with yourself and with that person is going to open that door for it to get better, or for you to meet somebody that can vibe with you on that level. Because not everybody can vibe with you. Not everybody can hang with you. You require a certain amount of intellect and wit, you know, to be able to stay on your level. And I believe if you work on communication and, you know, work more on your communication with yourself, and, you know, maybe go after some kind of intellectual pursuit or researching something, it'll help solidify, you know, that family life that you want with somebody, or that you want with the person that you're with. And I feel like y'all will be able to really build on each other with finances. Now, this is interesting. So the Four of Wands with the Seven of Swords. Be careful that you're not lying to yourself about if you want to be with somebody. Or that you don't self-sabotage and cheat. I believe there's love here, but you really have to be honest with yourself about how much you can give somebody. How much can you give of yourself to somebody? If you feel like you can't really give them what they need, you know, don't be that person and let them go. But if you really love somebody, or if you really want to fall in love with somebody the right way, make sure that you're emotionally available, you know, that you're able to, but also that you have learned to be objective about your emotions, that you're not going to be an emotional roller coaster for somebody, because that ain't fun. All right, Sagittarius, we have, calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. And I swear, y'all, this stuff works. I'm somebody that doesn't stay in relationships. I really don't like relationships. I don't like people. But every time that I've wanted a relationship, that's what I did. Affirmations and visualizations, and like getting myself in a energy of having somebody. But I will tell you, the more that I worked on myself and the happier that I was with myself, the better person I attracted. And the last time I did this, I met my now boyfriend like a month later. And he's been not to toot his own horn or anything, but he's amazing. And he's everything I wrote down. And I've never had somebody treat me that well. But that's how I envisioned the person I was going to be with to treat me. And so, just saying, you know, it works. All right. Clarify. Calling in your soulmate. clarify. Three of Wands, Four of Wands, Seven of... I don't like that this card keeps coming out. Seven of Swords, Eight of Cups, King of Pentacles. So I think if you're in a relationship with somebody, not in a relationship, if you're talking to somebody, it's like you've been waiting. You're waiting for them to make a commitment to you. Waiting. And it hasn't happened. And I feel that if you're talking to somebody or in a situationship or whatever, and they keep you waiting to make it official, to make a commitment, to show you that they're the only one that they want, there might be some shadiness happening. And you might, they might be good at hiding it. Whatever it is, you see red flags, walk away. Walk away, because there's somebody else that's on the other side. And this is stuff you could have dealt with in the past. You could have dealt with people that would string you along, that would promise you, like, yeah, I want to get married to you one day, and then go be talking to other people. And then you walked away. So this has either happened to you in the past or happening right now. Regardless, there's somebody on the other side that could be more of a masculine energy, somebody that's more take charge, somebody that's more, they could work on cars, I'm hearing, or some kind of mechanically inclined. But somebody that's good with their money, somebody that's very loyal, somebody that's very stable. It's not going to fuck around with you, If they give you their time and they give you their commitment, it's because that's what they want. Unfortunately, sometimes, people can be very flaky, but earth signs usually kind of are usually not the promiscuous ones. Not saying always, just saying usually. All right. What's this? Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn. You got playfulness. I think Leo got this. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. All right, clarify. Jesus. One more? Sure. Looks like you have a choice to make. You have a choice to make. It could be either between different people that you're seeing or a relationship that you're in right now, but you're definitely letting something go because it's just too much to deal with. But the good thing is, once you leave that situation, you have to, in order to leave, you have to really know like who you are. You have to really know that your life is not going to get worse once you leave. You have to know that you are a strong person. You're an independent person. Like, don't fear being alone. Don't fear not having money because you'll leave. Don't fear those material 3D type things that might scare you away from leaving something that is not good for you. Once you leave, know that love is coming back. Look at the lessons you could learn, and it might just be that, when you see red flags, you got to get the heck out of there. Because for every, I feel like, real thing that comes in your life, there's almost like a counterfeit or a test. And so we have to be discerning enough to see those things. And also, when you are a person that your light shines, parasites are attracted to that. They want to steal your shine. You have to guard your shine, because it will just get you into troubled situations when you are not careful on who you give yourself to and who you end up with. So, once you move from that situation, heal from that situation, in order to bring romance back into your life, like, start having fun again. Start doing stuff. Maybe like roller skate or paint or go hiking or go play paintball, like something that will have you getting in touch with the fun that comes from the heart. You know what I'm saying? Like when you were a kid. Stop taking life so seriously, and just know the more you work on yourself, the happier that you are, the more stable that you are, the better quality of a partner that's going to come. Okay? So that's Capricorn. So next is Aquarius. Aquarius. Love and romance for Aquarius. Blah, 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 blah. Keep an open mind. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. And Lord Jesus, I used to get this a lot before I met my boyfriend, my current boyfriend. And I'm like, no, if he ain't this, I don't want it. And now I'm glad that I did keep an open mind, because the relationship has far exceeded my expectations of what I thought could be a relationship, you know? So sometimes you have to keep an open mind. And I know some of us are like, well, if they ain't 5'11", ain't happening, man. Just saying, keep an open mind, whatever. All right. So, clarify, keep an open mind. I'm just making those noises. All right, so we have the Page of Cups, 10 of Swords, 6 of Swords, 4 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups. So I feel like you're in a space of dating right now. But you might have not fully let somebody go. And that could be consciously or subconsciously. You know, if you've dated somebody within the past 6 months and y'all broke up, there might be some hurt that's still there subconsciously that you haven't let go. But I feel like, you know, you're getting over it. You're moving on. You're visiting those lessons that you needed to learn from that relationship. And you're moving on, because it was such a burden for you, that relationship. Even though there was a lot of love there, it was almost like a childlike love. Like the person could have been kind of like emotionally unstable. Let's just say that. Or blamed everything on you. Would not take any accountability for what they did. So you're like, I'm out. So anyways, so now that you're back in the dating game, I feel like you might be a little guarded. And you're looking for things that are visually appealing to you. Keep an open mind, because the person that you might, you know, want or need might not off the rip be the visually what you want, or they might not make the certain amount of money that you want, or they might not be in the living situation that you want. But, you know, you got to remember, things change. That person's not always going to look like that. That person's not always going to be in that same situation, you know? So just keep an open mind. Obviously, don't ignore red flags either. Crap. But keep an open mind. So, last one is Pisces. What is going on for love and romance for Pisces? For March, you have, it is safe for you to love. Open your heart and give, open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. All right. Clarify, it is safe for you to love. I wanted to jump out. Oh, so you've been through some heartbreak, huh? All right. What's up? So, you know, you could have recently, or not even recently, like I was telling Aquarius, you know, you might be holding on to somebody subconsciously or consciously, somebody that you haven't really gotten over. And so I feel like you're coming into a space, though, that you're finally able to you're being able to let that stuff go. But you're almost in a place of like, I don't want to mess with anybody because I don't want to go through that hurt again. I'm fine alone. I can do bad all by myself. But there's a side of you, that Pisces side, that's going to want that relationship, that's going to want that love. And so you're coming to a crossroads of making a decision of, do I just stay by myself or do I start trying to date? And I feel like it's trying to tell you it's safe for you to love. Like, go ahead, open up. As long as you're coming from a place of love and not desperation, of not hurt, that you're not coming from a negative or low vibe emotion, like things will work out for you. And you just have to keep working on yourself too. And you have to be objective and don't wear rose-colored glasses. You know, when you see those red flags, be like, all right, it was cool, nice knowing you. However, I don't think this is for me. You are taking an energy this month of being more of a leader. People might be more attracted to you this month because they're seeing this confidence in you that you usually don't have. Pisces usually doesn't give off a King of Wands energy, but I think of you releasing your ex or your past. It could be even things with your parents. You working on that and releasing those things is giving you a newfound confidence within yourself. And it is showing you, you're learning, you're almost getting downloads, I feel like, from universe, showing you like, you thought this whole time this was wrong with you, but it's actually, you know, this happened in your past and you eternalized it and thought it was you, but it was never you. And like those kind of revelations are going to like open up your mind and be like, oh my God, like I thought I was broken, but like I just had shitty people around me. Oh, okay. And you're just going to reclaim more of yourself, I feel like. And it's going to help. Jesus Christ. You're going to definitely meet somebody. And it's going to be like your counterpart. So the Queen of Wands came out. I said you're in the King of Wands energy. So you're going to find your Queen of Wands. And Four of Wands, it's usually like the marriage card. But it's somebody that you're going to feel at home with. It's somebody that's going to match your energy. It's going to be somebody that matches your confidence, your intelligence, your wit, your drive, your ambition. Like they're going to be very on par with what you are trying to do in life. So anybody that is less than that, leave them alone, because there is somebody out there for you that you're going to feel like, man, this person freaking gets me. All right. But make sure that you open your heart and you can give to them, because you can't get if you ain't giving. All right. Love you guys. I'll see you soon, I guess. Bye.